Peace, coming to you guys in part 2 from the video of what is credit. Now, over here, we're going to get a little more in depth with the different types of credit accounts. So right here we see, once again, just to double back, credit is the ability to make payments over time. As we recap as we talked about in the first video, credit falls into three different categories: revolving, installment, and open accounts. Now, so with the revolving credit cards, revolving accounts, credit cards are revolving accounts. So, like we stated earlier in part 1, these are payments that fluctuate, monthly. Now, just to get into a little more details, let's say you have a MasterCard and you have a $1,000 limit on your MasterCard, right? It's 30-day payments every month. Now, a $1,000 limit on your minimum your minimum payment should be about $15 a month, right? Now, it's not including interest. What you can do to calculate what it is, you can call your actual credit card company, ask them what's the formula to calculate your minimum monthly payment, and they'll disclose to you, how they calculate it, so you can calculate it yourself. Now, here's just a little tip: if you put $5 or $10, add that on top of your minimum payment, it will knock out the interest. They won't add an interest on that monthly payment. However, obviously, the most you can pay down to rid yourself of the balance is always the best method, all right? Now, the next type of account is an installment account. As we covered in part 1, installment accounts generally are, flat monthly payments, flat rate payments, like mortgages, stuff like that. So let's say with the mortgage, let's say you have this in your house, nice. You got a $1,500 a month mortgage payment. You pay every 30 days. This is the flat fee. It doesn't change. And you also get a grace period with your mortgage. So, like I said, this is installments, and it doesn't fluctuate as opposed to the credit cards, which are revolving. Now, the last type of account we're going to cover is your open accounts, the open-ended accounts. Now, an example of open accounts are charge cards like American Express, or utilities like your light bulb. I'm not an artist, but this is a light bulb. So your utilities like your lights and stuff like that, those type of utilities. So generally with the open accounts, they don't, if with positive payments, generally they don't report on your credit report, with the positive information. However, if you miss a payment or you start falling behind, they will report the negative. They don't report the positive. Once in a while they may, but they definitely will report the negative. So these are the 3 different types. And just to recap once again, the revolving accounts give you the greatest boost in your credit score, and they're most impactful in your credit report. The installments are they're impactful too, but not as impactful as the revolving accounts. If you want to know why, just go check What is Credit Part 1, and I answered that in that video. And this is basically it on what is credit. It's, a couple examples of revolving, installment, and open loans. So now this is a simple explanation. Now you guys know what is credit, and you can look for us on YouTube at Mr. Flip These Bricks, or follow us on Instagram. Well, and subscribe to the YouTube page too, and follow us on Instagram at Mr. Flip These Bricks. All right, we got more videos on the way, and remember, think smarter so you don't have to work harder.